Hi guys, welcome to Postpartum Week 6. This is the week that you go back to the doctor, and for some people it could be the first week you're getting out with the baby on your own, or if you have another kid, maybe this is you going to the doctor with your kid and your other kid. And then, you're also possibly going to the pediatrician with the baby. If you're doing vaccinations, this would be maybe round 2, round 1. This was the first week that we did a vaccination with Esme, and a lot of people have actually written in to ask us questions about vaccines, and it's a really great question, and honestly it comes down to, I think, personal preference and what you decide with your doctor and what you think is best for your kid. Eric and I love the book, The Vaccine Book by Dr. Sears. It tells you a lot about the history of the vaccines and how it works, and how some of them are an individual vaccine and some of them are combined. And then it talks to you about how to spread them out if you want to do more of a spread out schedule. He gives his recommendation, but then he also just talks about the benefits of vaccines, and then maybe some of the negative things surrounding them. So anyway, I would highly recommend reading that book. I found it very useful and figured out a more spread out schedule for vaccinations for our babies. So this week, Esme started blowing bubbles. It was really cute. She was just like sitting there being all chill on the mamaroo, and I looked over and I heard something, and she just had like so many bubbles like coming out of her mouth, and I was like, oh, it's a milestone, something new, and she's like really concentrating on it, she was really into it, and Wyatt thought it was so funny. Something else that she's doing this week is chewing on her fist, like 4 fingers in her mouth, and just gnawing away, which I know is another cute newborn milestone. So that's kind of awesome. And let's see, we have preschool. Wyatt's been going to preschool. He's loving it. That's been fantastic for him, and every single day he looks like he's covered from head to toe in dirt and paint, and he's so exhausted the moment he walks out of the school. So I think that he's really enjoying it. I started Birthfit this week, so I talk a little bit about this in the post, but this has been so cool. I kind of wasn't sure what to expect, and the day 1 we started with breathing and movement, and just concentrating on posture, the way that you stand, the way that you sit, how you breathe when you're laying down, the way that newborns breathe with their bellies. And so it was pretty fascinating, but the part that I thought was kind of cool and encouraging was that after my first 2 sessions of Birthfit, it was like my muscle memory had kicked in, and all of a sudden the way that I was standing, where my pelvis was like tilted forward, the way that you are when you're pregnant, everything's kind of like forward and your back's kind of curved. And once I started doing this, it was like all of a sudden I'm standing up straight. That like balloon belly that sort of is left over after the baby is out started coming back in. And so it was like one night I went to bed, the next morning I woke up, and it had like come in way more all of a sudden, and that was really encouraging. And it was also cool because I felt like I was doing something really positive for my body, and I started to feel really good. And when you're breastfeeding, you're sort of hunched over all the time, and this was helping me to, okay, I had to go really quick and see Wyatt because he's trying to take a nap, but he was yelling for me, so I ran in and had a quick conversation with him. So Anyway, Birthfit. Okay, so it just felt great to have done 2 sessions and already see a result and feel a result. And I think that it just feels really good to be doing something for me. And when I'm doing something physically for my body, it also really helps me emotionally and mentally. So felt good just to get started with something. So I'm sure I'll have updates along the way of that. But there's classes that are popping up all over, so check out their website if you're interested. They don't just do a postpartum series, they do prenatal series as well, and they have group classes, or you can do private classes. But the link is in the post. And it was a good timing for me as well, because I was at Wyatt's school and someone asked me, I think I ran into the office really quickly to grab something, and somebody asked me, oh, how far along are you? And I was like, huh? What did you say? And they were like, how far along are you? And I was like, I am 6 weeks postpartum. So it is shocking. I hear those stories all the time, but I'm like, great, that really does happen. Thank you. So anyway, that's fine. Another thing that has come up with Esme is we are trying bottles, because eventually, I mean, Eric's gonna want to give her a bottle, Wyatt's gonna want to give her a bottle. We started introducing bottles to her at 4 weeks. I tried a few different kinds, but so far she kind of is just licking the bottle. Eric's tried, I've had a friend try, I've tried. She's licking the bottle and she's smiling at us. She's not really getting mad about it yet, so that's good. But I haven't been able to get her to suck on it yet. So I had the same issue with Wyatt, because he was such a great breastfeeder. So I'm not really sure what to do. If anybody has any tips, that would be great. I'd really appreciate it, and then I can pass it along to all of you. And then last but not least, next week is my birthday. By the time this is posted, my birthday would have come and gone, but next week, week 7, is my birthday. My mom's coming in town, so that'll be fun to have grandma here. So I will catch up with you guys back on week 7, almost 2 months. This is crazy. It's like flying by. All right, cool. Peace out.